ready for the 38th Annual Stellar Awards here in Las Vegas, and I want to show you some behind the scenes. We're going to kick things off with some skincare, do some hair and makeup, and then slip into my gorgeous dress. But before we do that, I want to show you something. I have a very exclusive secret to share. I recently launched my own personal skincare line called LaRaé Skin, and this is my secret to life. When I tell you that I cannot live without my collection, I'm not kidding you. It is called The Mysteries of God, or Les Mystères de Dieu. I'm going to show you here first. So let's get into it. So we're going to get started with my skincare routine. First things first, I always like to wash my hands. It's very important to me so that you can make sure you're not transferring other germs that probably weren't otherwise there. Now we're gonna go ahead and dive into the routine. First things first, we're gonna get started with the facial cleanser. This is my absolute baby, okay? The Serenity Daily Facial Cleanser. You can use it as a double cleanser. I also have exfoliator. Today we're just gonna do the cleanser to get started. I will show you the exfoliator though, in case you wanna know. I am obsessed with these facial sponges. When you wet them like immediately on contact, these things are going to expand and be your absolute best friend. They get into those really hard to reach places in your face, especially if you're using it, removing your makeup. Girl, you're gonna get all of that mascara off. All you gotta do is this a couple times. You're gonna see the difference significantly. So this is gonna be your best friend. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like. I'm just gonna wet half of it so you can see what this actually looks like. I ended up wetting all of it. As you can see though, at the top, it didn't happen. The way the spout just poured, okay, we're gonna get into it. So I'm gonna get this a little bit more wet and then go in with my cleanser, y'all. All right, so we're just going to put some cleanser on there and get started. If you want, you can start with a wet face. I typically do, but when I'm using the sponge, it's kind of giving what it's supposed to give. Can you see that? Like, hello. It's getting in there. Oh, and it feels so good. And don't forget your neck. A lot of people forget their neck, but I've heard something somewhere that people, the first two places you can see someone's age is their neck and the back of their hands. So I try to make sure that I'm always taking care of those two spaces. Because you know, I'm not afraid to age, but you just want to look your best at all times. I'm just gonna go in there, keep cleansing. Now I do have a fresh face. I had a little bit of lip gloss on. We did go get some coffee and tea this morning, but if you don't have a completely fresh face, like, you're gonna see a major transformation when you're doing your skincare routine. Again, especially with our sponge and the cleanser. You can get this on my website at LaRaéSkin.com, and if you watch till the end, I have a very special coupon code for you just for tuning in. All right, now I know I said I wasn't gonna use the exfoliator and I was gonna show you, but can you see there's a little devil in my head trying to rear up, and I don't like that. We're getting ready for the Stellars tonight. We're gonna be on the red carpet, super exciting stuff. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of exfoliator here, but as you can see, it's like this really beautiful sugar scrub. It is a dry scrub, but I do have like shea moisture in there, so it's not just completely dry. It has a little bit of moisture to it, but you can apply it as is and then go in and use some water. You can actually mix the water and put it in there, or you can take some of the cleanser and mix it. So I'll show you what that looks like as well. So you go in there, get a little bit of a pinch. Now, if you're putting it all over your face, then obviously you're gonna use a lot more, but I really just wanna target that little spot right there because she is not cute. But you can mix it up right there, and you see the difference in the consistency and the texture, and we're just gonna go in there and do, you know, up in this area. Comment below if this is like a problem area for you. Like, most of the time, I've never really struggled with breakouts, but if I did, it's always been like in my forehead area. Like, I don't know if it's because I'm touching it. I used to touch it a lot more than I do now. I really don't struggle that much, but I used to touch this area a lot. But I do know that this is a real problem area for me. Comment below, is this a problem area for you? If not, what is your problem area? What is the area that you struggle with the most on your face? And what is your problem? Do you have dark spots? Do you have acne? Are you acne prone? Do you have rosacea, psoriasis? Not trying to plug myself, but LaRaé Skin can solve all of that. So I really know what your problem areas are. Quick story, I didn't know much about skincare until 2019. I've always had, like I said, fairly clear skin. Didn't really have problems with my skin as much, but in 2019, my skin changed dramatically, and all of a sudden I was like on the hunt for the perfect skincare product. I'm like trying to figure out what works for me, what doesn't, and so as a result, I had a lot of trial and error. Through that process, I was like, look, I don't know what's gonna work for me, what's not. And not too long after that, I ended up finding out I was pregnant, and then my skin changes again. So now I'm on another journey trying to figure out what works for me, what doesn't work for me, what's safe during pregnancy, what should I be trying to avoid. All of those sorts of things had become factors. And so fast forward to 2021, and now I'm thinking about starting my own skincare line. So I started my research and development and really got to the bottom of like what works for me. So LaRaé Skin is all natural ingredients, sulfate-free, gluten-free, cruelty-free. It's really just something that's all natural that you can use whether you're pregnant or not, whether you have major skin, I call them skin perfections, whether or not you have major skin perfections such as like acne, rosacea, eczema. I want you to try LaRaé Skin and let me know what you think about it, because I have seen a major turnaround in my skin, not even just my face, but anywhere that I have used LaRaé Skin. And that's a true story. All right, so now we're gonna move on to the pore reducing toner. Her name is Brielle. And fun fact, all of the products in the Mysteries of God collection are named after my daughter Serenity and my nieces. So this is Brielle. You can use a cotton pad. I do sometimes, I don't other times. Today I'm not, just because I like to apply here, and I'll take it, put it on my other hand a little bit, and then just go into the skin like this. It feels so nice. And you just want to make sure you're massaging up and get those acne prone areas too. That's going to be really, really important. So after we do the toner, we're going to move on to one of my favorite parts. Now, we do have 2 more steps to go. We have the moisturizer and the seal with our honey oil. But before we do that, girl, I want to put you onto something else. We have these 24 karat gold eye masks, and I want you to get into it. So these things, I like to do this after the toner, before the moisturizer, before the oil, because you really want that collagen to get in there. And I've been saving these for today. All week I'm like, girl, do it. It was my last pack. I didn't pack a whole lot of them. I'm like, girl, just wait till the day. What you're gonna see is you're gonna have a noticeable difference in underneath your eye, whether they're puffy or they just feel a little darker. That collagen in the eye mask is going to completely elevate you, girl. I'm not kidding you. I've had people upset because we completely sold out of eye masks at one point and they couldn't order any on the site. So that should tell you something. So I'm going to put these on for a few minutes. While I do that, I want you to comment below. Tell me, what's your favorite step in your skincare routine? Is it cleansing? Is it exfoliating? Is it moisturizing? Is it just a cute little eye mask for a moment, right? Like, what is your favorite step? I will honestly say that I love to exfoliate. When I first found out about exfoliating, it instantly became my favorite thing, because I don't know if it just makes you feel as though like you're putting in work and you're getting things done. Like the grains in the scrub make you feel like something is actually taking place. So I've always loved a nice sugar scrub, but more recently I've actually really been appreciating the sealing process, which is what we use with our what we do when we use our Grace honey oil, which I'm going to show you in just a moment here. But sealing has been super important for me because it has dramatically changed the way that my skin feels. It dramatically changed the texture of my skin. I am moisturized more throughout the day. I don't have to reapply. And with our Grace honey oil, because it's so light and it has like a very light vanilla fragrance, it's not too heavy, you can use it underneath your makeup. So before I do my makeup, I'll go and I'm gonna show y'all, I will go and put on some Grace honey oil and just moisturize that and get it locked into my skin, and it keeps me hydrated throughout the day. Have you ever done your makeup and then you feel like flaky at some point or another, or like you feel like you need to put on lotion or something but you can't? Girl, when I tell you that using the Grace honey oil has changed that, And I mean, it wasn't consistent, but when I'm in like a drier climate like Las Vegas, it helps to keep that Grace Honey Oil on deck. So we're about to get into it. But we've taken a little bit of time with these eye masks, so it's time to say goodbye. Usually I will give them to Serenity after I'm done. She likes to take them and she'll put them on her forehead, and maybe she's onto something with that. But my baby's not here right now, so we're just gonna take them off, disregard them or discard them, and move right along. Our next step in the process is our Hope Daily Hydration Moisturizer. So again, all of them are named after my nieces. This is one of my nieces, her middle name is Hope. I love my moisturizer. One of the things I wanted to do was, I didn't want it to be thick and overwhelming. I wanted something that was really light, really easy to use, really light fragranted, if at all, and just makes you feel like there's almost nothing on your skin. Like I just wanted like a thin layer. So here we are. So you can either just tap gently like that, or we have applicators as well. So when you order on the site, you get free applicators with your purchase. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this over here. And alternatively to just a little dap situation, if you felt like you wanted to pour, you could do that too. But again, it's really light. You don't need a lot. A little bit really does go a long way with all of my products, just because I wanted something that you could enjoy. I will tell you something that I haven't shared publicly yet. So you're getting this exclusive because you're a subscriber, I assume. Have you subscribed yet? If you haven't subscribed, you need to do that. Otherwise, I'm gonna skip the next few seconds of this video.
Have you subscribed yet?
We're actually working on a travel collection. So what you see here, as you can see, these are our 8-ounce bottles. So they're actually pretty large. These are the ones for your countertop, right? When you're at home, you're not really going anywhere, that's what you want to use. But we're actually getting ready to drop a travel collection, so you can take LaRaé Skin on the go. Sometimes people don't like to check bags. You know, you can take the 8 ounces if you're checking a bag, but sometimes people don't like to check bags. They just want to, you know, maybe you're just doing like a weekend getaway, or you just have that carry-on. I'm gonna have something special for you that you can just throw in your bag, even your personal item, and just hop on the plane and get away. So you heard it here first, folks. So look at this glow. This is just from the moisturizer. Like I said, we're about to seal all of the work that we've just done with the oil, but look at this beautiful glow. Like, hello. And this is our Hope Daily Hydration Moisturizer. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I have also used the Daily Hydration Moisturizer on my elbows at times, on my knees, those places that get a little ashier, you know. I will use it there and I'm literally hydrated all day. And that's exactly what I was trying to achieve. I wanted something where when you put it on, you don't feel like you have to reapply all throughout the day, but that you could just set it and forget it. All right, so our final step in this specific process is our Grace Honey Oil. So like I said, this is our sealer. So we're putting this on to lock in all of that collagen, lock in all of that moisturizer, lock in everything that we just did. We're locking all of that in with this. Now, again, a little bit goes a long way. So you have your little dropper here, and you can just decide how much you need. I'm gonna put a little here, a little here, and a little here. Now, depending on your skin type, if you have large pores that clog really easily, then I recommend just doing one or the other with this. I don't typically struggle with clogged pores too much, and which is why I think I can do the moisturizer and the oil together. Typically, I will do one or the other, but occasionally I will go in with both. So it's all about knowing your skin type. There's a lot of conversation around skincare lines and how, oh, this doesn't work or it's not good. And really, I think it just boils down to your skin type, right? What are your specific needs? You have to know your skin, know your type. If you haven't seen a dermatologist, or maybe you don't have time to see one, you can do some trial and error yourself and decide. There are a lot of amazing skincare companies out there, but they're just not meeting my specific needs. So you just have to find what's best for you and run with that. So we are done. Look at the glow, look at the glow. We're gonna get into some hair and makeup now and then get dressed for the carpet. Listen, I need you to do me a favor and stop what you're doing right now and subscribe, okay? Have you subscribed? Have you not? Give this video a thumbs up, and most of all, leave a comment. I'm genuinely interested to know, what are some of your skin perfections? Be sure to check out the comment section below for your discount on all things LaRaé Skin, and subscribe to my personal channel to check out my red carpet look and more.